Another day here in Florida, Marcus Parks. I'm your host. We're at the shop. So today, what we've been doing is, for the past couple days actually, we've been working on this white R32 GTR. We've done a bunch of stuff to it. I'm going to just give you guys a little rundown of some of the stuff that we've done to it, and then we're going to jump right into a couple of other little things. Like we're going to put an HKS super sequential blow-off on it. We're going to delete the blow-offs that are on it right now because they make a kit that actually comes with the sequential. Delete the stock ones, and we're going to run a couple of lines for an oil filter relocation kit. And we might even get a little frisky, and we might put the oil cooler on ourselves. Not too sure yet. But let's go ahead and jump on into this so we're not going to waste a bunch of time. Inside the motor, we have, we replaced a bunch of stuff. We did cams, we did head studs, we did timing, we did cam gears. So inside, underneath this, we have HKS cam gears, HKS timing belt. In the head, we have ARP head studs, and then we have Tomei 262 cams. That's just a little bit of stuff that we did on the inside of the motor. On this side of the motor, we took the turbos off. We're replacing the turbos with dash 5s, and that's just gonna allow us to run a little bit more boost, and we're gonna be able to just mess with a little bit of other stuff. We're gonna clean up this side of the motor just a little bit and do that. Over here on this side, we have an HKS fuel rail, and then we have fuel injector clinic. There's dash 6 line to the fuel pressure regulator right here. Tomei, you know it. That's the only ones that we really run, unless you guys bring us stuff. Then we'll use that. Roberto likes to use the Tomei because it's just the one that he trusts the most. He's never had any problems with it, so he likes using the Tomeis. We are missing the actual port on the side, the dial gauge that tells you exactly what it is. I think it's on back order, so we'll be getting it probably Friday. So we'll be putting that in before the customer leaves, but that's the other thing we got. We have a Greddy oil filter relocation kit that we have on this. Right here, came with a bracket. We had to finagle the bracket to do a little bit of stuff. And then down here, this is where we're gonna put the actual oil cooler and the super sequential because it goes on this side. And then just a little bit of other stuff on the outside of the car. We have Nismo LMGT4 wheels with Nismo lug nuts, basically the same setup that Rob is running, just different tires. This guy's got Continentals instead of the super grippy ones that Rob has. Instead of going with the endless brakes that Rob has, the customer, I believe, bought the car like this, but it has the Brembos from the R33, R34 with some slotted rotors, and I'm gonna hope that he's got some pretty sticky pads in there because, or at least some good pads, because brake dust is definitely gonna get all over these rims. You definitely don't want that. So guys, we're gonna just jump right into this, and we're gonna start doing the oil filter relocation kit. We're gonna mount the flex fuel sensor and run the rest of the fuel lines for this because the flex fuel sensor is not in there. And we're gonna put in a super sequential like I said. So I'm gonna cut this real quick. And we're back, guys, here we go. This is just some of the stuff that we're gonna put in. Obviously, I'm not going to go into super depth with the turbos just yet. That'll probably be in tomorrow's video of me putting in the turbos and doing all this stuff. So here we have the flanges, or the flange gaskets. These we're going to use new. We have turbo studs because the ones that are on the turbo you can't actually take off. They're very hard, and most of the time they just strip right out. So other than that, this will be tomorrow's video, or the beginning of tomorrow's video. So right now we're gonna just, we'll probably put this on at the end of doing a little bit extra, but we have a Nismo oil cap, we have the HKS super sequential blow-off valve, flex fuel sensor, and actually it's not a Greddy, it's a Grex, but here is the oil cooler. So we're gonna mount this and this right here, and then this is gonna go down here where this little white dot is. That is actually a spot for a 10mm nut or 10mm bolt. So we're gonna put that into there, and we're just gonna plumb up the rest of the fuel system. So let's go ahead, jump into this. So here's a little bracket. This is actually for the flex fuel sensor. So grab the flex fuel sensor, it's right here. Go ahead, put this on here. There we go. We're gonna do this. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna mount this thing yet, but this is pretty much how it's gonna be. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill this hole into the bottom so we can put the 10 mil into there, and time lapse. So guys, you just saw me do a little time lapse of finishing up the fuel system. I'm definitely going to speed all that up even more than it already is. But now we have the return system, we have the feed system, return. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start on the oil filter relocation and the oil cooler. So I have all the fittings on here. I think this is how we're going to do it. I have a street coming off the bottom here that goes to the actual feed for the oil filter. Then we have the oil filter pressure side going to the oil filter. Fuck, man. Fuck. I have the oil cooler side right here. This one comes off of here, and there's another 45 that comes off of there. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take all of this stuff off. We're gonna raise the car up, take this stuff off, and then we're gonna get to putting in the sequential and putting in this. So let's get at it. Okay guys, so this is all out. Now it is time to cap this one off, and then we have to put in the super sequential, and then we can start mocking up our placement for our oil cooler. So I jumped the gun a little bit and I had taken this piece off. I thought Roberto said I needed to take this one off too, but I guess I didn't. And he said that this one actually can be open, but I'm gonna find something to put over it. But this one is capped off. This one needs to go to boost. So the actual part that I needed to take off was just the blow-offs, which are over there. And I have been mocking up for a couple minutes now this oil cooler. So it's gonna sit a little bit like this-ish. So it's gonna mount to there, and then I have to make a mount over there, and then I have to make it so that it doesn't hit the intercooler piping. It's not gonna be too hard. We're gonna get this thing done. But what I'm gonna do so that I can actually finish up the video for you guys is I'm gonna start making the lines. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the line from the plate that mounts to the block to where the oil filter is gonna sit now. Then I'm going to run one of the lines from the plate that's on the block down to here, and we're gonna put the other fittings on it. And then I'm gonna run the one from the oil filter relocation to down to here. We're gonna wrap all of them somehow underneath here. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that stuff right now. Okay guys, so here we have two dash 10 fittings. They're straights, and we have to grab the dash 10 line, which is actually right here. And now we have some line. So we're just gonna make the one from the two gold fittings to the actual oil filter relocation kit. Let's start right now. Okay guys, so we have one of the oil lines in. It is right here. I think that's gonna be it though for this video though, guys. I'm gonna do the rest of this stuff off camera and tomorrow probably, because it's super late. Still haven't eaten yet today, and yeah, I wanna do a little something else. I still gotta edit and I gotta do that. So this thing, more to come on it tomorrow, and yeah, that's about it though, guys. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, comment, share, do all the good stuff, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
You ever seen a real Miata race car that just went real Miata racing?
I have not.
There it is right here. Skeletor did the job.
And look at those shoes.
All the way, yeah. I'm still wearing my race shoes, because this is, if you see me wearing these shoes, you're in trouble, bud.
Oh, okay.
Get out of my way, because I'm probably driving that.
Literally out here.
Mostly.
Okay.
All right.
So,
subscribe, comment, wait for the next one. See you later.